What is up, guys? It's Warren here from Blue Cloud Creation X, and today is another amazing tutorial. We're going to go over multiplier. So in our previous tutorial we went over coroutines. So if you don't understand coroutines, you can go back to my previous video and check that out. And in our tutorial before that we went over firing or instantiating objects. So what I mean by that is we have a player, and when we hit our spacebar key, what's going to happen is going to fire, and it fires one. So if we hold on space, we see it doesn't multiply, which we want. And so in this tutorial we're going to multiply using coroutines. Okay, let's get into it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a coroutine. Enumerator. I'm going to call this fire forever, because it's going to fire forever. It's a function. And inside of our function we're going to put everything that we instantiate, our object, our velocity, angle, all the good stuffs, all the goodies. And so in our fire we have input get key down. We hit space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to instantiate or initialize a coroutine. Call it fire coroutine. Okay, so let's take our coroutine. So when our space button is down, we want to start the coroutine. So I'm going to start, and we're going to initialize it to the fire coroutine variable or object. So start coroutine. And what coroutine are we going to start? Yep, we're going to start fire forever. And what's going to happen now is when we get key up, I want to stop coroutine. So what is this? Whoops. Okay. So we're going to stop the coroutine. So this is why I initialized that variable. Stop coroutine. We're going to stop fire coroutine. So this means, so you remember in our coroutines we need a yield, so we have to return a yield. Yield, return new. This is the amount of time we wait to come back. So wait for seconds, and let's make this is going to be how many times it gets initialized. So I'm going to explain that now. And so what's happening here, guys, is it goes into our update. It's checking every frame. So if we press space, we're going to start a coroutine, and if it's held down, you see now it's only going to instantiate once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a while loop, while true. Let's put this up here. So now what's going to happen is so when our key is pressed down, it's going to start the coroutine. It's going to go here, it's going to say while true, it's going to initialize one object. It's going to return 0.1f, so it's going to leave this function for 0.1 seconds. It's going to do whatever it has in that amount of time, and then after that second is up, it's going to come back and say, okay, if space is down, and it says, okay, it's still true, so I'll initialize another object, and then I'll do that for another 0, and I'll leave, I'll come back until it checks. This update also checks up every frame. So if the space is left, is the key is you stop pressing it, it's gonna destroy the coroutine or stop the coroutine. So let's hit play. So if we hold down space, we should initialize quite a lot of objects that will be start shooting, and we can see so many starts getting initialized. We leave space. Okay, so when we leave space, nothing happens. Okay, so there was actually nothing wrong with my fire. So if we hit space, we see it fires, we release, it stops. If we hit fire again, we release, it stops. Fire again, stops. So guys, that's how you multi-fire. Hit subscribe for more helpful tutorials, and also you can like this video. And in the description, I'll leave a link to the Play Store. You can play my first game there. I'll leave a link to Discord, and you can follow me on Instagram also. That's it for watching, guys. Thank you.